Lola Amour!
Of Lola Amour. This is Angelo. He's our trumpeter. We have Pio. You saw him in the lyric video. He's the lead vocalist and backup guitar. You have Raymond, our bassist. We have Zoe, the guitarist. Sorry. And we have Mika, their artist manager. So I'd like to give the floor to them. But you know, this is a very casual setting. I know they're here, panel and all. But please feel free to ask questions later. But kayo muna. So siguro from Mika, you want to start first? Say hi and whatever. Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Mika. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for spending your Saturday with us. We're super excited to be here in Cebu. It's one of the whole tour namin is one of the most exciting for us. So looking forward to the rest of our stay. Thank you guys.
Hello guys, I'm Zoe. So thank you for having us again. We're very excited.
Hello, I'm Raymond. It's my first time dito sa Cebu actually, so medyo exciting. I hope we have the time to go around for the evening. Umikot ako earlier around the Ayala area. It was my cousin from Cebu. So I hope we have the time. Do we have the time?
We'll make time.
We will make time. So if anyone has any places to hit.
Any suggestions? Yeah, actually, since I was in college, I've always wanted to go to. This is also my first time. My friends would always go here for Sinulog, and di ako nakapunta lagi. For some reason, I want to, but it's not this week though. So
I guess we're coming
one day. And I always hear great things about Cebu. Like, yes, the food. Yeah, everyone seems to love the food. So kagabi pa lang, we were going around, but everything was closed, so we ate our mini. Yeah, so today we have a goal in mind after the show.
So yeah, we're super excited to be here. Actually, it's my second and third time here. The last time I've been here was when I was younger. So yeah, I'm trying to revisit the places na I've been to, or at least a lot of the places here are a bit more familiar for me. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Hi, I'm David. Hello, nice to meet you. Excited to be here.
I guess a round of applause for everyone showing up. And yeah, this is not the end, right? But anyway, Alaya, would you like to?
If you guys have any questions for Lola Amour, just feel free to ask away. Maybe you guys can talk about your creative process and how you're Oh yeah.
I think I memorized the story now. So we used to be eight members, all of which were from Lasal Zobel in Alabang in NCR. Philippines. Address University Avenue. But anyway, back in high school we were two different bands, one single lunch table. So recess and lunch we would eat together. So ito yung barkada namin. And eventually, later in high school we decided to combine because the other band's drummer could play trumpet and then the other band's bassist could play saxophone. So if you add it all up, it just makes sense that we could make an 8-piece band with horns. So that day, we would just perform in our school events. You have a mic, bro.
Yeah, so we used to play school events. Sometimes get invited to play outside the school for our other friends' events. But there was this one time during our 4th year high school, parang buwan na wika siya. CEO was requested to perform for one of the school events.
Because my band was better than
No.
this band.
They were just mas kilala sila.
Which is better.
It's okay.
No one wants you to hear it.
What he meant to say was, they were invited. But he was medyo tired of playing with his our current song lineups.
Yeah, actually, spoiler. Dun sa band na yun, dalawang bands yun. Lahat na sila dun sa site ko, umalis ako na lang natin. They're all from long bands.
So who's better now?
Nagsawa ako sa'yo. Ang bigat nyo kasi.
Our hands are still complete, so continue the story.
Continue the story. So, eventually, sumali lang kami ng Wonder Band or Wonder Battle under Carpus's Wonderland. So, when you won, actually we just joined that for fun. So, nung nanalo kami, we're like, oh no, I guess we have to continue being a band now.
You have to start making more songs and try to live up to the...
Actually, we didn't understand what we were signing up for. So when we won, we just wanted to play in Wonderland. But after Wonderland, we realized, I don't know, gagawin natin. I think we have to continue or else it's weird.
It's more like a shot in the moon. We didn't really think we'd qualify or get as far as we thought we would be. So we are very thankful also that we had the opportunity to get at this far or even to win that competition back then.
Yeah, actually, since then, we've just been winging it hanggang nandito na kami. So some people, umaalis sila. So tatlong members na umalis so far. One is Martin, who is Korean. So, piniport siya ng COVID. And
also partly he had to go back to Korea. I didn't say this for
yeah. So he went to the army for 2 years. He came back for 2 months and then nagka-COVID. So hindi na talaga siya bumalik kasi we told him to enjoy the first world.
Yeah, he realized that he liked it there much better. Hindi siya bumalik.
So that was Martin, our keyboardist, and then that's when David came in. He's a friend I met in college, playing Dota, and then lumipat siya sa States to study in Berklee College of Music for 6 years.
4.5.
4.5.
Then I joined. I'm not from Lasal, I'm from Ateneo. So,
yeah. So, dineport din siya ng COVID from the States. Bumalik siya dito. Yeah, nag-swap lang ng import. Yeah. Okay. So, that's the story.
Hi, Jonathan from Cebu Daily News and Monster. Is it true that you guys are also part of the symphonic orchestra of De La Salle Isabel School?
2 members.
2 members, so not all of you.
No, the music program in our high school was, I think, pretty well, I'd like to say, because most of us here are part of the other music program. So me and our previous saxophone player used to be part of the symphonic band for the orchestra. Then the other members were part of a jammers. It's called jammers. So they were a group that played different alternative music, more on the rock and roll side. So that's
Yeah.
So actually, all the other people who are playing with us now are also from the symphonic band. So they're not the original members that started with us. They were also our friends. So that's where we take some of the people that we need to help us perform. So our drummer right now, our saxophone player, and our other trumpet player will also be from the symphonic band where we had in high school.
Actually, yung drummer namin, yung session drummer ngayon, kapatid siya nung saxophone player namin na umalis. So, and then yung trumpeter namin ngayon, yung isang sessions namin, kapatid ko naman. So we keep it in the family. Kasi, yeah.
I'm Julie, I'm from Magic. So many questions in my head, but maybe the first one is, you guys are in the symphony, right? But you're also in a band. Is your musical influences confusing in terms of what music will come out? You guys argue. I mean, who writes? See, that's one question. The second is, who writes? And which process goes first? The music or the lyrics? Or how does it work for you guys?
So, yeah. All of our individual backgrounds are extremely different. We generally have common pool. So it's not just rock side siya. So we have Red Hot Chili Peppers, Muse, stuff like that. But talking about what inspires our own creative side, it's completely different. We have somebody that's like heavy on the jazz side, we have somebody who likes more of the soul stuff, some guys like all rock, something like that. Then, for songwriting, most of the songs we have are
So for our musical influences, you can see from our songs that none of them really have like a set genre. So that's really what happens with our musical tastes. Parang Frankenstein lang siya of like other influences. So that's why like until now we still don't know what to call our genre because every song comes out different.
yeah.
Like it sounds like us, but it's different.
Yeah, you probably know it's us because like there's horns
Yeah.
and like, but like you can't compare them side by side and determine that, oh yeah, it's a Lola or a
Yeah.
Probably it's just the horns in your voice actually.
There's a style, but there's no genre.
Yeah, it's not baked into one thing.
Yeah, that's it. Continue.
For songwriting naman, Pio is usually the one who comes up with the lyrics, who comes up with the skeleton. Then before the pandemic, we just show up to the rehearsal, then like try to like mash up everything into one song. And then
I pitched the song to them with just chords, and then we arranged it together. Actually, kasi maingay sa rehearsal room, so the amps are loud, so when I'm singing, they don't really hear it. So until now, they don't know some of the lyrics to our song.
yeah. You know how it sounds. Yeah.
They know the notes, but they don't know what I'm saying.
It's probably singing.
In terms of process naman, actually Pio and I are quite different. So we have some songs that I wrote. He has most of the songs he wrote, but we only have one song that we actually collaborated on, Fools, one of our earlier ones. But since our processes are so different, it's kind of hard to collaborate and to create one product. So it's actually easier if like one guy does it, like lyrically at least. One guy does it first and then the whole band contributes then. Yeah, for me naman, like music still comes first, but the writing style is different. I'm more of an observer rather than throwing from my own experiences most of the time. Whereas
He writes about other people.
And then I write about my own experiences.
So this is the story of your life.
Yes.
You check the lyrics and, oh, this is your story.
Yes, that's my own.
Okay. So Dahan-Dahan in particular, that's you wrote this one?
Yes, I wrote this one.
So that's that. Can you tell us more about the story?
Okay, so when I
It's okay.
it's a little personal.
It's Dahan-Dahan.
I need to filter this. Alright, so the song is about falling in love with the same person over and over again. But not yung break tapos balik and break tapos balik. It's more of like falling in love with someone at different stages of your life. So that's it's a personal experience to me because I'm on my third arc with my girlfriend right now. Our first year was in high school, one in college, and then one now that we're adults. Last na, but you know, so sana last na. But so that's what Dahan-Dahan is about. It's like falling in love with someone so deeply and multiple times that you can already anticipate the moves and it starts to feel like a dance. I mean, you still don't know what to expect, but you can ride it together. Parang ganun siya. So that's my attempt at describing what the feeling is like to be doing this a third time.
Can you tell us about the first time you returned to the live scene? How was it for you?
Me.
You returned to the live scene.
I think we returned to the live scene early this year, if I'm not mistaken. About April early this year, and it was really refreshing because prior to returning to the live scene, we were doing a lot of online shows, a lot of online shows. You either sometimes play it live through a camera or it's pre-recorded. It's really different having that energy compared to now, where we're able to interact with the crowd, try to bounce off each other's presence. So it's really a great feeling. It's really different.
Sa akin naman, music has always been something that relieves my stress, at least performing. So nung nag-pandemic, medyo nawala yung aking happiness in that aspect. So, and we had to resort to online stuff, as Lucina said, which I really didn't find enjoyable. Kind of soul draining siya.
Yeah, it was a rough time.
Like, from performing in front of people who were visually entertained by what I was doing, to performing in front of a camera na wala namang pakialam sa akin. So, it was a thing I had to push through. Then when gigs came back, like, I wanted to take everything, like no matter what it was, I just wanted to play again. And until now, I just want to play until I can't play anymore.
Yeah, for me, I joined during the pandemic, so all I knew was the online shows. So it was, yes, very soul draining. And when we went back to live gigs, the first time with them live gigs, it was kind of overwhelming because I wasn't used to like fans going and like taking pictures. I think Jobs asked me after the Beta show, "Oh, David, how was your fan experience?" And I was like, I don't know, it feels weird because I don't know, it's weird to have someone you don't know want to have to take a photo with you. So yeah, but now it's like it's nice. So yeah.
Yes, live gigs used to be like a stress reliever for me. Like, you know, after like a long week for work, I got off to do something. But then yeah, I just take it from us. We were forced to do like live online shows. But then yeah, when we came back, like, I was so excited to take again. Like, so
Ako since technically since I'm the manager, I'll give a different perspective. So for us, like I handle the marketing for the band, so it's a different experience talaga with the fans are watching the band live. So I'd say it's a different, like you get more fans when they watch you. And even though during the pandemic, I think they do on TikTok, I think it's a different experience for the fans to actually watch it live. I think Fallen trended on TikTok because someone posted a live video of the live performance, which actually when people say the live performance is still different. So I think it's still a big factor to how Fallen rose above.
oh wow.
Yeah, sure.
Hello. Magandang hapon, Sandy from Banat News. Nung nirelease yung dahan-dahan last October 12, ano yung mga common feedback na na-receive ninyo at ano ang naging reaksyon mo dito?
Yung comment.
So with dahan-dahan, the feedback that we're most proud of is that earnestness yung mga tao to the lyrics, which is something that I was really going for with the lyrics. And ano ba? My friends like listening to it in the car. I think I would agree that that's the best place to listen to it in the car.
Yeah.
Since I like data, so parati ko check yung comments and feedback, qualitative and quantitative. So, compared to all of the songs, I guess, except for yung Cola na album, it's the strongest release so far. I think it's because it's a relatable song, and the past few releases were kind of more on the kind of sad side, and it's nice when people see it now. Oh, it's kilig, but the music video is nice, everyone can relate to it. So, yeah, it's a very good feedback so far compared to all of our releases.
Hello. First of all, welcome to Cebu. Hope you have fun. I'm Kim from Cebu. So my question is, you had collaborations with other performers already. So who else would you like to collaborate with soon? Within OPM artists or international? As a band or as a band or from your own personal?
I mean, collaborations, we had three, right? In one, we had an EP where we had three collaborations. And after we learned that it's not that easy to collaborate, it's hard to collaborate.
It's really hard.
Yeah, so at the moment we haven't really talked about that because we need we need the break, but we've been taking a break from collaborations. It was fun to, after writing 3 songs with other artists, it was really fun to get back to writing a song just for ourselves, and it's a different experience collaborating with another artist because you have to give them artistic space. But going back to writing our own songs is really fun because we got to own our own space and then behave like a well-oiled machine again. Because the last time we were able to do that was before the pandemic, and yeah, so it was a really refreshing experience. But if you ask us who we'd want to collab with now, Raymond has the answer to that.
Yeah. Well, I can't speak for the whole band. Pero ako, personally, and I've been saying this every time the question's been raised, CCLR. So, medyo rapper, singer siya ng Manila. And the first time I heard this song, I fell in love with his voice. It's sobrang ganda. Then, yung diction niya napakalinaw. Then, yung flow niya napabilis. I was like, wow, this guy is something. Then, performance-wise also, it's like a different beast than just the right word. So, it would be nice. Well, I'd like to see what something I could write, how something I would write would translate to his voice. So, CLRs para sa akin.
The difficult thing now about collabs is when we go to the live gigs and then the collab artist isn't there, we can't really sing the song. So like Closer Than Before, we need Clarabin to be there, so we don't really perform it that much. But if I had a choice to collab with someone, gusto ko yung old OPM, so like side A. I know they're not
The father, you want to collab with
that me, Clarabin. But yeah, like old OPM was so much.
Hi, Jonathan again from CDN. So mentioning your EP, it's been 5 years since you dropped Don't Look Back. So I was wondering, are you planning to release another full body of work, an EP or a full album, or what are you guys planning to do next?
Actually, we've been promising the fans an album for 3 years already. So we were supposed to release an album a few months into the pandemic. The plan was like June 2020, pero na-derail siya kasi ng pandemic. And then, I don't know, it just never really resurfaced in our priorities. But right now it's a priority. We're planning on releasing an album next year. We have a lot of songs in that album right now. Yeah.
I'm actually pretty happy na hindi natuloy yung first album. Because like looking back, like, wow, parang may mga pangit na nandito dito.
Yeah, mga pangit na yung mga
Yeah, I was like, okay, thank God that we didn't
I think they were nice at the time.
At the time.
We just outgrew them. Actually, the pandemic was a time of growth, as like musically, kasi wala kaming shows.
Yeah.
So we were focusing on getting better musically.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
now our old songs are...
No, but regardless of that fact, medyo pangit yung mga kanta. Which I'm quite glad won't ever see the light of day. So,
Those are his songs.
yeah. Yung mga ibang kanta doon, I really don't want to push out there, but they were like, yeah, it's like, no, we're not releasing this. And we're not releasing it.
He's not lying.
Okay, another question. Floor from Sunstar Super Balita Cebu. Curious lang po ako sa band name na Lola Amour. What's behind the name?
Long story short, that's my Lola's name. pero hindi siya tribute band. She's still alive and well. And she's 91.
Wow.
Actually, when Fallen came out, lumabas kami sa Inquirer na newspaper. And my lola, as being a 91-year-old, has no idea how the internet works. So, hanggang newspaper lang siya. So, she was really happy when she saw me on the newspaper with David. That's when she realized, banda talaga kayo. She actually thought na, alam mo yung kung san-san lang tumutugtog. Banda talaga kayo, nasa newspaper na kayo. So, meron akong picture na naka-frame yung article. Tapos pinost ko siya, kasi I was proud na my lola was so happy. So pinost ko siya sa, I don't know if you guys know subtle Asian traits. So I posted it on her birthday. When this is my lola's I just want to read my lola, happy 90th birthday. So sobrang tagal nila, approve. They posted it on her 91st birthday na. 1 year later siya na-post. But anyway, it's named after her. But, why her, right? We had a hard time choosing a name. So after a lot of drafts and stuff, we gave up. Sabi namin, okay, whose Lola has the catchiest name among the band members? So among the choices were
Lola Dulce,
Lola Gia, and Lola Juanita.
Lola Juanita. I think Lola Juanita was like second place.
Yeah, but it's still really close.
Yeah, it's still really close. And
Nanette and Vitas.
yeah, so Lola Amour won.
In every group, there's like a visual, there's a, you know where I'm going? There's a, in every group, there's like a visual, you have a special talent. What are your special talents?
Missina is the slapstick. Yeah, he's the
by no choice.
Yeah. Not by choice.
Peter's definitely the visual guy. He actually studied film, so he knows a lot video spectrum, which I know nothing about. Also like Photoshop and all of that.
I'm the visually. I'm the right brain, and then Raymond is the left brain. He's logistics, organizing, making schedules, making things happen, along with Mika. And then I'm the one who does all the music videos like this, all your ideas, shit. He wanted to make that music video, just a gripo na trip lang ko. 5 minutes, no!
It was not dahan-dahan, but yes, I wanted that to be.
I still
stand by that idea. David
Walang pumunta dito that was
Hey, no, we don't know that.
Okay, fine.
So, atayin na lang yung music video namin gripo. But
yes,
yeah.
that's a photo.
But yeah.
Another question, when writing your music, do you get pressured by how, like the popular music today?
Well, when I write music, definitely no. I don't care about that as much as other people do, which is another reason why a lot of my songs don't get
Yes.
I actually write a lot of songs, and a lot of them I just kept in my treasure chest, and sometimes
This song's inspired by a song that no one ever wants to listen to.
yeah. But again, I care quite little about that because I enjoy music to the point that it's just basta yung nilalabas ko is something I enjoy, which is in itself I guess selfish, but that's how I write music. And at least I have like a whole group of people who can shut me down with my ideas really that bad. So yeah.
A lot of the times.
A lot of the time. No, if you were to ratio it, it's probably 5% okay, in the 95s. Yeah.
5% is good. Just okay. It's good.
Okay.
But 95%, yeah.
I have another song that I pitched to, actually the only people I've shown so far were David, Pio, and our session drummer was asking for opinions. The first one that replied to me was the drummer. Then after that, I deleted the file. So like, okay, I'm not gonna make him listen to this. Let me change it first. But then he actually got to hear it before I deleted it. So I was like, Ray, I don't like this. I'm like, He said it was too ambitious. Too technically ambitious. But I was like explaining, this is just the chord, the forms, etc. So like, no, don't try it. Don't try it. I don't think he's heard it yet because I have to delete it in time.
Yeah.
So he's gonna hear it later on.
What was the question?
No. If you care about how the popular music is achieved.
Oh, yeah. Actually, as a fan, I think earlier on we decided not to be so dependent on what's trending right now. So we don't really chase trends because our sound is kind of like, I guess, unique enough to stand on its own. So we're not really trendsetters because no one's really followed our style. Because how can you? It doesn't make sense most of the time. But I think that's one of our strengths, the fact that we don't chase trends, so hindi kami dependent on what's popular at the moment. Yun lang.
Good afternoon, Roger Serna from Sunstar Cebu. Is there a particular group, foreign group or foreign groups that you look up to and whose music influences your music in one way or another?
An international group that I guess helped us start when we were young, when we were just beginning, was Red Hot Chili Peppers. I really looked up to them when we were younger. Those were their songs were the first few songs we jammed in my garage or wherever Kio's other band would jam in.
The better band.
No, lesser band. But the band that survived is still here. So anyway, we really looked up to Red Hot Chili Peppers. They just released an album recently. Our guitarist Zoe just showed it to us. It was quite good.
Raymond and David have very common interests on very technical musicians. What's the song you always play? Thundercat.
Thundercat.
Title. Them Changes by Thundercat. And Ariana Grande.
I'm not sure. Yeah, Ariana Grande. But yeah, David and I are a little bit more on. Would you consider yourself left-brained musically?
Yes, I'm a better editor. So I get that's my special skill. If Raymond shows me something and then there's something I don't like, I can edit it so it sounds good. And then like the porn, sometimes they're like, oh, I want to play this, and then like, but why? I fix a lot of like musical issues so that they can sound like it makes sense. Because a lot of time it's like a lot of ideas, like Frankenstein, and then I have to like fix it.
Quality control.
Yes.
Final pass.
Yeah. So I have to like fix stuff. So yeah. Usually when I enjoy something, Raymond enjoys it, and if Raymond enjoys it, I enjoy it also.
We're on the same page.
Yes.
I want to be David, but I lack skill. But yeah, so like for the international acts, that's where David and I kind of agree.
Yeah.
So like if David shows me something, actually you've been showing me like Japanese city pop.
Yeah.
So I can't really remember like yung artist mismo, but like the technicalities of it, like it's intriguing, so that we find it interesting.
Yeah, and I know that Raymond can play bass like that because it's like weird.
So I also like Japanese city pop, so I just found out that they're excluding me from their conversations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, dude?
Yes.
Hi, me again. So you guys, some of you grew up together. David just got on board like 2 years ago.
Yeah, like
1.5 years. So you could say that you guys are good friends. Has your newfound fame changed your friendship in any way?
Wow. Newfound fame?
Not really, because we've been doing this since we were 16.
Younger for
younger for them, for the lesser band.
But the present band.
The president.
So,
The band that's alive.
walang buhay ito eh. Dito po lang sila. But okay, since we were 16, we've been doing this. So it's not that things haven't been changing for us because it's always been this. We've been experiencing the same changes. So it's like we technically grew together, and it didn't feel like things were changing. You know, until now I still think like, when did we become like this? Like a few months ago, we were just playing in small bars and like school events, and yeah, I don't remember a specific time where things changed for us.
Not much more about the fame, more of like, I'm so sick of these guys. We don't even like hang out. Like, we just play here.
I mean, we used to hang out, but then when we started playing more often, we're like, this is too much. Like, we couldn't, never mind.
Is you too much? Can we see our other friends first? But yeah, in terms of friendship, it's like, if you're with somebody all the time, you don't notice kung kunyari, tumatakad na siya ng konti. It's like, we change so gradually together.
He got fat.
Okay, fun fact, when I was a kid, sobrang payat ko, I was like a stick, and he was quite large.
He looked like a
still big. So it was like around, my below is my stick, and then later on we just ended up becoming the same size.
Do your fun fact.
Fun fact. David, Messina, myself, our saxophone player, our drummer, are equal to 1,000 pounds.
That's half the
And I'm proud of that fact. So, on average, we're 200 pounds. In case you want to put it on your record. That would be, I don't know if people would like it, but I'm good. I would parade it around everywhere, but yeah.
Okay, hi, I'm Bing of lifeisbeautiful.com. I'd just like to ask two things. What do you look forward to in fan meets, like meeting your fans off the camera? And how do you find people reacting to your songs? Like they can really relate to, like, you just simply took the words out of my mouth, and then they use it as subtle confessing to their loved ones. How do you react to those kind of messages?
With the messages at least, when we see those things, I think I'm gonna quote this from our former drummer who's not with us anymore. He's still alive also. He said that that was his goal as a musician since he was a little kid, that all he wanted was for our music to be able to hindi naman change someone's life, but influence someone's decisions and help make things happen for people just because of what the songs are able to make them feel. So I think that's something that I really value, or I really cherish when I see comments like that. And minsan nakakatawa yung comments, diba? Sometimes they do stupid things, which is still also like, wow, we're able to change someone else's course in life just because of how some lyrics na sinulat namin. And then with meeting fans, yung sa mga meet and greets, it's really, I mean, if we had all the time in the world, I would love to sign everyone's things, but sometimes the most heartbreaking thing is when they're really asking for, can you sign something, can you take a picture, pero we really need to leave. I'm sorry, I can't, parang ganun.
Sa akin naman, what I look forward to when I see, for the fan meets, actually is yung pinapasign nila sa amin. Because most of the time, they have the merch that they buy, but there are sometimes they bring weird stuff. Yung, saan ba yun? Bacolod, CDO.
The guy with the burger.
Yeah, yung CDO, may dala siyang young burger. Tapos pinasign niya. Well, yung yung paper lang naman. Pero syempre tatagos yung marker. And I'm like, you better not eat that. Something wrong will happen. Pero yeah, nagpasign siya ng burger. So I'm like, wow, what are they gonna drink next? You know? There was somebody who,
yung iPad rin.
Yeah, somebody brought an iPad. Then,
digital signature. Yeah.
Then for some reason, kung alam niyo yung iPad, yung ganyan yung iPad, all of a sign sa ilalim, na maliit, So there was a big white space sa taas. Gusto mo. Then there was another time na nagpasign ng, hindi ko maalala, never mind. But in terms of the fans and the messages, we actually got close to some. And sobrang thankful namin sa kanila because they also help us market our stuff. Like they have a fan page, they make their own posts, they make their own art. Then syempre that helps us get to other listeners. Their effort is really felt. So syempre kung wala sila, we couldn't get to where we are. So thankful din kami sa mga fan meet na gano'n. Because we can actually meet people who want to help us, whether it's because they like our music or they like us, you know.
Like meeting people on the ground of like how our music affects people.
Yeah, yeah. So we have like what do you call it? Like a direct contact sa kung so like a true reception. Then alam mo talaga it's a comment from
it keeps being in the music scene feeling personal or like genuine.
Genuine,
or
yeah, genuine.
Hindi ka lang product.
Yeah.
Just a follow-up question. As musicians, how do you prefer audience listening to you or audience using their phones, recording everything as a musician?
I mean, we like seeing the videos after.
No, because there are some musicians that they prefer audience to just sit there and listen.
Yeah. I like a mix of it because it's important also to have a video to come back to. A lot of people watch those videos again and again. But I'd say if you were in the audience, you can take some videos, but also remember to like take time to put down the phone and then actually watch what's in front of you. But I do get the value of having of that memory in your phone, especially. Dati diba hindi uso yun? Parang, okay, but puro phone. Pero ngayon, it's really part of our bodies. It feels weird when it's not on you. Diba? So people are very attached to their phones, and then having a video of an experience in your phone also has a lot of value. So yun.
Ako rin naman, gets ko na people are attached to their phones. I am attached to my phone. If I were to watch a concert, I think I would have my phone out. I don't know kung fun fact, di pa ako nakakapanood ng concert. Anyway, but as a musician on the stage, I prefer na wala. Even if I were an audience and I'd bring my phone out. So there's kind of a disconnect there, but I would prefer if walang phone yung tao. It makes me feel like they're connecting. Not that they're not, but it just makes me feel that way. Then, when I watch like throwback concerts, mga sling castle, mga ganun, and I see no phones, and I'm like, I wonder what it must feel like to have all eyes on you. So I don't know if you would...
Raymond, I think the videos you watched of Swing Castle were from like the 90s, the 80s.
That's why I said old.
No, we're agree.
We also do that. Like, we bigger, but for some reason, we're agreeing.
We're saying the same thing.
But the bickering goes on for like 5 minutes. same thing.
Eventually, there's no tuning out when it's happening beside.
Look at old married couple.
By the way, si Messina went, had a vacation once and he watched the Killers live.
And then it's a bad example.
I'm assuming na gusto niya namnamin yung Killers show, no? So he took a video of the most boring part.
And the most feels, that was 6 seconds.
Yeah, the videos bro, like, wala singing, like he was like, woo! He was like, hello everybody, something like that.
I was also enjoying the moment at the same time.
Hindi na points to stage.
Yeah,
video.
Kita mo yung mga ulo ng audience, like you should like try, and it's pretty tall, so if you could like try.
Kasi pag balik ko, pinakita ko na. Guys, I'm so proud. so here's my memory.
If you were to watch me, I'd appreciate you.
I can do both.
Hi again. How would you like to be known, with considering the growth that you have as a band since your conception, your earlier days, and with some other members leaving in the future? How would you like to be known?
You mean like when we're not active anymore?
Not exactly. I'm just curious with the creativity certain direction that the band is going since your music is, you're playing with different genre and exactly sticking to one?
I understand. Okay. But I don't have an answer yet.
I don't know. I think I just want the music that we play to be hindi siya trend or like ano lang. Alam mo yun? It was a phase or it was an era. And it was really I'd like to be a part of a movement. Not necessarily change the world. Pero alam mo na, you know, it's when you study art in college or mga ganun, diba, they talk about movements. It was just an era of this art. I'd like to be known as like a style that was not replicated. Parang auteur.
Yeah, okay.
Weh, di ko alam nyo yung auteur eh.
Yeah. We're in a restaurant, bro. For me, I think I'd like to parang break the idea of purists. Because there are some people who only listen to metal, there are people who only listen to hip-hop or like jazz. Then if you make them listen to something else, they're just really nila, ano yan? Why are you wasting your time on that stuff? I would resist that. I'm not a purist. Oh, there you go. I said, the purists are like that. I'm over the press phone, bro. But yeah. So I'd like a metalhead to be comfortable listening to jazz. I'd want a hip-hop person to be comfortable listening to something poppy. Not that we can provide them with all of those things, because I think magiging pangit na yung banda if you provide all of those things. But yun yung sense ng each of our songs are different. So it's like we're trying to cater, not like, we're allowing ourselves na other people would be influenced to go to a different kind of scene. You know? Yeah, so inclusivity rather than just like, hey, stay away from me.
Since you're talking about inclusivity, what are your thoughts on K-pop in relation to, it's really rising and it's getting a lot of attention, but what about OPM? You know, like the younger generation is listening to a lot of K-pop, and what about OPM?
I think the K-pop movement is a good movement. I mean, just because it's extremely popular doesn't mean it's pushing out any other genres. I think, if anything, it's encouraging people to explore other than just popular Western music, right? Not that popular Western music is also pushing others out, but the idea that music can come from anywhere is a good idea that should, be everywhere. In the youth, in the older people, in the boomers, who does not like K-pop?
Yeah, he doesn't. He also doesn't like a lot of things, so don't take his word for it. Sorry, pa.
But yeah, I think K-pop is doing a lot. I mean, there are some controversial things about K-pop, but what industry doesn't have stuff like that?
Well, at the end of the day, I think music's music, and I listen objectively. Though I'm not an avid fan of K-pop, like I can't tell you the groups or their names, there are some really wild songs that are like, what is this arrangement? And it's not just simple chords and everything. There are really some technical ones. That's really, pinag-isipan to, ah. And you're like, okay, this is why I like it. Again, this is coming from a musician who is heavily left-brain. So I'm like, oh, I like it because it's like, what is this scale? Not that a normal person would understand, but music can be objective at one point, and that's K-pop is part of that already.
Are you thinking about doing a stadium tour? I'm waiting for like a Filipino artist that can do a stadium tour like some of the K-pop artists who, like in the beginning, were like shunned away, right? So when do you think that's happening to the Philippines?
I can't imagine.
Is that too much?
Too much for us, I think. I think we're still taking in the mall tours. Still surprised at the crowds that we're gonna trap in a mall tour.
So, because I also work in the industry, not just the manager. So, I think
Filipino music now is more celebrate than it was before. To answer your question, like when is OPM gonna have the same size of same scale as K-pop? I think we're getting there compared to around 5 years ago when people were like, but doing OPM, blah 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 blah. Right now, like you see the like Ben and before Foreign Space broke up, people are already lining up. Ben is on tour now. December Avenue is on tour in other countries. So I think we're heading to the right direction in the sense of the Philippine music industry.
We'll be taking 2 more questions.
Hi, my name is Lee from Ayala Center Cebu. I would like to ask of all the songs you did as a band, which one was most challenging and why?
Closer Than Before. Closer Than Before. Definitely Closer Than Before. It's a song I wrote for her.
That's my girlfriend.
I wrote it for her 8 years ago and we released it last year. But I found it so challenging. Actually, it went through like 5, maybe 6 versions, and I was never happy with it. Partially because I wrote it when nung totoy pa ako. So there were a lot of things I wanted to change, both lyrically and musically. Then I was never really happy with how the versions came out. Fun fact, yung album na sinabi kong kanina, I'm glad nobody would ever hear. There was another version na napakapangit din. But, never mind. So, it took so much na I tried going the technical route and it was bad. Buti na lang na dun si David to correct me. People were throwing in ideas and I was never happy with it. So, that was what's challenging. It's more like breaking through what I think is acceptable for the song. Because the song means a lot to me. And I hope people Sorry. I'm using her again as content. Thanks. There is one thing though, apart from the lyrics, that I wanted to keep. It was a drum fill that he made also 8 years ago. He was our drummer before actually. I told them, we're only releasing this song if you keep that drum fill. It's probably like 3 seconds long, but I needed that part. It's the best thing in that song.
I really don't know why you wanted to keep that part.
It's the best. The first time you played it, I was like, hey!
We'll keep it for 8 years.
8 years! And now it's on the record, so thanks.
Hi, my name is Vanessa from the Prima newspaper. Pangkinare daw, a question. So we already know that one is a girlfriend. I'd like to ask how is being part of a famous band and how has it been an advantage or disadvantage to your love life?
Honestly, in terms of advantages, I don't think there is one.
He's here as a person you're trying to part with. Proud of you.
Oh, yeah.
He's supportive of you. And like, good job.
And my girlfriend is actually very supportive, which I'm very appreciative of. But in terms of advantages in the relationship, I guess not, lalo na I was with my girlfriend before I was in Buscan. So, it feels the same. In terms of the relationship, it's also a good thing. But in terms of disadvantages, I guess it's the time. There are times na I'd have to go to a gig and I can't be with her, which is why she's with me all the time. In our tours, she's always here kahit na is it overseas? Over bodies of water. I don't know. So she's there. So she makes an effort and I'm very appreciative of that.
Overseas all
For like disadvantages, or for my for like disadvantages, I guess sometimes we bicker or like we have to talk regarding also schedule. Yeah. finding time, especially we're both in the medical field. We're doing rotations in the hospital, so it's hard to find common time, and when there's actually time, I'm spending it with them again.
November 12 lang.
I know the answer. The answer is no.
Tapos, well, I guess just a small thing. Sometimes there'd be fans friends who ask for photos, their signatures. You get uncomfortable sometimes, but syempre there's assurance, proper assurance of telling them that no, it's not how it is. Yeah.
Disadvantages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was here for the question.
Disadvantages in practice, I think, or very common effects in real life.
Well, I have a source for songs.
Advantage.
Big advantage. But if the relationship doesn't work out, at least my royalties will move on. Si Bea, kabarkada niya yung mga si Fallen, kaklase ni Bea yung mga Anyway, advantages. Free backstage passes, I think that makes it easier.
I don't think for you.
Yeah,
for you.
Yeah, for they get backstage pass. Sometimes they come to the shows to watch the other bands. No.
Advantage for you.
What it means is a backstage pass.
They don't want to see us. They want to see the other person in the lineup. You give them a free ticket, then they go to guapo because you give them a free ticket. You understand?
Inspiration, yeah.
Yeah, mga ganun.
I actually haven't asked.
I get to fly out with the person. Pero malabo rin sa akin kasi best student rin yung girlfriend ko. And most of the time, like right now she's delivering a baby. As an intern though, she's not the one. She's the catch. I think that's because she's also cutting. Okay. Okay. Disadvantages. I guess I'd say it's hard to find common schedule because the past 2 months puro gigs. But it's easy to make time. They just have to you can go to the gigs and then you can hang out after or before. No pressure.
Alright, thank you so much to our entertainment press partners who are here tonight. Thank you, Lola Amour. Would you like to tell them more about what's happening, about the Fallen concert tour, what's happening today, tomorrow, and Mika, if you'd also like to say a few words later. Thank you for Mika. Kayo muna.
We have another show tomorrow. And being the responsible bandmate that I am, that's all I know. Today also, today.
Okay, so today we have a show here in Ayala Center Cebu at 5 p.m. Opening is Paul Pablo. And then tomorrow they're performing at Central Bloc. 5 p.m. also opening is Thursday. And then we have how many? We have four more legs in the tour. We have Saturday down Center City. We have we're gonna fly that same evening to Davao. We have a show on the 23rd, and then we have in Subic on November 5 and Pampanga on November 12. And then starting January, they said they were gonna write music. So we hope that by around June or July, we have a few songs out again. Raymond is writing a lot of songs and he makes me listen, which is great. So I think you're gonna expect a lot. You can expect a lot next year. I am expecting a lot next year. Yeah, I guess there's something a lot more to look forward to. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Hashtag Fallen Story. Is that what I'm supposed to say? Hashtag Fallen Story. Is that what I'm supposed to say? Use the hashtag Fallen Story. Is it right?
By the way, guys, our Instagram is down.
Yeah.
Our Instagram is down. So if you guys want to tag them, use the hashtag Fallen Tour na lang. And try to tag pa rin.
Ban hashtag.
And hashtag Lola Amour. We're on Facebook and Twitter. And then TikTok also, if you guys wanna post. Hopefully yung Instagram namin by tomorrow is up again. So wait. Nice.
Hashtag falling for it.
Lola Amour. So I'd like to thank you all for your time this afternoon. Lola Amour is performing tonight in Ayala Center and again Central Block tomorrow. We have a link to Dahan Dahan. Alaya will send it to you so that you can instantly enjoy it on Spotify. Also available on Apple Music and YouTube. The link would be best.
So yes, you guys are invited tonight to watch Lola Amour and tomorrow.
Yes, just let them know if we should be expecting you. So we're happy to see you again more than once this weekend. To us from Manila, it's been a very nice time with all of you, and I think they all enjoyed sharing. So with that, again, thank you and take care.
Yeah, thanks for spending your time with us.
Everyone, we're inviting you to watch us today at Ayala Center Cebu and tomorrow at Ayala Central Bloc. So